You gonna touch a stingray?
No!
You gonna have one touch you?
No!
My name is Ashley. I am a real estate agent.
And I'm Tony, and I'm a mortgage banker.
We have 3 other members of our family. Our oldest is 12. Her name is Daisy, and she's our dog. We also have 2 sons, Nolan, who's 10, and Lincoln, who is 6. We live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and we've been here for about 10 years. You're like the butterfly whisperer today. Sioux Falls is a really great place to raise a family.
Lots of walking paths, bike paths. The new event center in town is nice.
If anyone ever says, like, oh, there's nothing to do here, they're not trying, because there's a million things to do here. What do you have going on today?
I don't have anything going on today. We got to pick up the kids.
Right now, we're living at my parents' house because our house sold really fast. It sold within the first day, so we're living with Mom and Dad.
So now they're ready to buy and upsize from their previous 3-bedroom, 1-bath home.
The budgets, depends on who you ask.
The budget that I would like us to stick to would be $250,000.
And I'm fine with that, but I really think that we could spend up to $275,000 to get everything that I think we need.
Super.
What do you care about?
I want a house with some character. I'm looking for a Craftsman, something very warm and welcoming, where there's a porch. Everything's basically on one level. There's not a lot of stairs. And then I really like all the woodwork. When I was growing up, my dad was a carpenter, so I understand all the intricacies and the delicate nature of working with wood.
How about this one right here? A nice, large entryway. I'm looking for a contemporary home, and I would prefer a split level or potentially a multi-level home. I love the detail of the banisters and all of that. I just see decorating for Christmas.
I don't really like stairs, which I grew up with. There was one time when I tumbled to the bottom of the stairs. That was horrific. I become very particular making sure that I am careful going upstairs.
You count the stairs?
I count the steps, yeah. And I don't want any more than 12. Done.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Okay. Obviously, the kitchen we're in is gorgeous. I have a couple different ideas. But what if we find a house that doesn't have a kitchen like this? I would like to have a kitchen like this. I'm gonna need to do some work. I don't mind if it's outdated. I think for my next home, I really want, I should say our next home. You'll be there too, right? I'd prefer an outdated kitchen that we had to make our own, because that is the room I spend the most time in. Having something that isn't perfect, but making it perfect is important to me.
I don't want to do any work at all, so I don't want to.
You don't have to do the work.
Right.
There were some ideas on here that didn't have an open concept, which I really like. I like defined rooms. Cooking is kind of my sanctuary. The kitchen's my sanctuary. So I like my own space. The next house has to have 3 bathrooms.
Well, it has to have at least 2.
No, I need a master. I am a bath taker. I like to have my solitude. My kids make fun of me because I read books in the bathtub. So if one of them has to use the bathroom, now I'm closing the shower curtain so that I cannot be there and it's, or get out of the tub, and I just can't stand it anymore. I need my own bathroom.
They both want a large fenced yard, and Tony would like a finished basement.
My own little hobbit hole where I can go down there and watch movies, nerd out, do whatever I want to do.
I don't know what he does down there because I never go down there.
Well, I plan my trip to Mordor.
With Ashley serving as their agent, she shows Tony a house well-suited for herself.
Well, this is definitely not a Craftsman.
It is closer to my style.
Of course it is.
This is a contemporary multi-level home, which I like.
Well, I see stairs.
Okay, don't worry about that. Let me tell you a little bit about the house first before we get caught up on the staircase. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, which I'm super excited about.
Okay. How much is it listed
Well,
for?
it's listed for $275,000.
So we're not gonna look at $250,000.
We
right away.
will. I just thought we would look at this one because it does fit a lot of the criteria that you told me you wanted.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we'll give it a try.
What do you think?
Well, the vaulted ceilings are nice.
I love the vaulted ceilings as well. Not a big fan of the laminate flooring, but we could change that pretty easily.
That sounds like work for me.
Let's go here into the dining room. This dining room is open to the kitchen, and
It's a huge backyard, it looks like.
it's very nice.
Wow.
This is gigantic.
That looks like that crabapple tree that we got rid of in our old house.
Yeah, there's not even grass growing underneath it. That would have to come down.
Yeah, that would be work.
But look, we've got a fire pit and a place up for the kids.
Yeah?
Okay. The kitchen's the part I really want to talk to you about.
Okay.
What do you think about this?
I think it's fantastic. This would be move-in ready.
I don't necessarily love that it is done because this is not the way I would have done it. And I'm not gonna rip out a perfectly good kitchen.
No, we would not rip out a perfectly good kitchen.
I would prefer to be able to do what I want.
What's the matter with it? This would be just fine.
I'm not a huge fan of the dark granite countertops or the white backsplash, and I would have probably done something a little different with the cabinets. All right, we're gonna have to go up these to see the rest of the house.
Well, I did say less than 12 at one time. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fantastic.
Okay, here's the bathroom. There's a nice tub for the kids.
Yes, it is.
I'm not a huge fan of the shallow sink.
Yeah, that is a little odd, isn't it?
They see 2 bedrooms before reaching the master.
The one thing I will say is I would prefer hardwood floors.
Well, this carpet looks pretty new. I think it worked just fine.
I just like in a bedroom having hardwood floors and rugs. Okay, but I really want to show you though is what could be my master bathroom.
Let's see what you got. Oh, nice. Well, it looks like it's got everything you need. It's got the bathtub.
Okay, that bathtub is not gonna work. That is way too small.
What are you talking about? It's a fine bathtub.
It is not. Look at this. I can barely fit in it.
Oh, for
How am I supposed to take a bath in here? It's super uncomfortable.
Listen, I would not want to spend any more money.
There's plenty of space right here to make a bigger tub, and if we got this house for a good price, we could put in a better tub.
Oh, for Pete's
Okay.
sake, no.
Yeah.
The home is listed at $275,000, which my wife thinks that is well within our budget, but I know there would be projects, so that scares me a little bit.
Are you still counting?
6 each time, that works.
Lower level.
The fireplace is nice. We have a nice walkout.
Yeah.
That would be great for the
That would be
dog
really
and the
nice.
kids.
They check out a full bathroom and another bedroom before moving on to the lower level.
Check this out.
What is this space?
Well, this is your hobbit hole.
You gotta be kidding me. This is way more space than I thought I was gonna get. And what's over here? This is such a surprise. I wish you would have shown this to me first. I do appreciate my perfect little hobbit hole.
Isn't that great for you? It's way down in the ground and everything.
It would be nice. And it comes with a great yard.
I also love that there's 3 full bathrooms.
It has about 18 stairs, which is more than my limit, but they're broken up nice. So
Yeah, I was
think
just
can
gonna
let that
say,
go.
my issue is that it does need a lot of work, and that's something that I know you don't really want to do.
That's really gonna put us over our budget. And it's not the style home I was hoping to see with the Craftsman.
So today, Ashley's showing Tony an ideal place for him.
This is it.
Oh, awesome. This kind of looks like a Craftsman.
Yeah, it's as close as I could get. It's a bungalow style home. It's close to parks and schools and really close to downtown. You can almost walk down there from here. And it's a block from my sister's house, so I'm really excited about that option. Let's get inside. I'm so cold.
The location of this house is really fantastic, but it is about a block away from Ashley's twin sister, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it may not be a great thing.
So this is a bungalow style home built in 1922, 1,891 square feet, and $229,900.
Oh, I like the price.
I knew you would.
It looks amazing in here.
You have nice original oak flooring.
I love the hardwood floors. The built-ins are on the fireplace.
All right, so formal dining room.
Nice, more built-ins. Those are beautiful.
I want to show you this room too. This might be a nice office space or maybe a kind of just a reading area.
Interesting. Well, I love the bookshelves. The more built-ins here, those are great.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of this ugly tile floor either.
I don't know that I mind the floor, but that's another expense we have to think about.
But the purchase price is $229.9. We'd have some money.
Sure, but this is the biggest expense right here.
This is the kitchen, I guess?
This is the kitchen. It's just not enough room to make workable for me anyway. But this is under budget. So I could really do a full renovation, which would be great.
I'm not a big fan of doing inner renovation, but there is so much about this home that I do like. That would probably be the selling point, is if I've got to do a bunch of it or if we would hire it all out. I'm counting 13 stairs. That's very unlucky.
It's 1 over your limit.
Yes, but a limit is a limit.
Okay, well this would be a great bedroom for one of the kids maybe.
Yeah.
And here's the master bedroom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You know, I do love all the original doors to the home. And
You know, I
all-
don't even know if those are original, but they're definitely beautiful.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Okay.
I actually really like the style of the bathroom.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool.
And there's a great cast iron tub. That would be awesome. But I would mind that I'm sharing this bathroom with all of you. This is the only bathroom. This is it. This is all we get.
They see the other bedroom before heading back downstairs.
Okay, so a couple more stairs.
That brings our total to 16.
Okay. Right here. To access the backyard, we'd have to walk past the garage.
Okay, that would be a pain for the dog.
And then there's a little half bath kind of snuck in right here.
Oh, sure.
Just a little one. There's no way to make that any bigger for another shower space, so privacy is just out the window. And then we have more stairs.
Oh goodness, wow, that's about another 10. This is gonna bring the grand total to 26 stairs.
Okay, but here is a potential hobbit hole.
Awesome.
There's a lot of things I appreciate about this house, and I love the fact that my sister's just around the corner.
Yeah, that would be so awesome.
It would be nice to have family close by.
I suppose, yeah. Well, I really do love all the nice woodwork in the house, the built-ins.
It has a lot of the stuff that you want, but to get a lot of things I want, it's gonna be like a major renovation project.
But the price is right. Even though I'm not big on renovation, we would have money to do at least maybe one big project.
But that means I have to choose between a kitchen or a master bathroom in this house, and there's really not a way to add a 4th bedroom.
Definitely looks like your style of home.
It is my style of home. This is a split foyer. Commonly, it's referred to as a split level home, but regionally we call it a split foyer.
Oh, fantastic. Already a couple sets of stairs.
There are not that many stairs up and not that many stairs down.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 so far.
Okay, it is 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and it is listed for $249,900, so it's under budget.
It's a good price.
Yeah, so what do you think about this living room?
Well, I think the living room is really good size.
Nice and bright. That's
It's
really great.
separated from the kitchen.
It is, which is great. I don't like this carpet. And I love a fireplace, and this obviously does not have a fireplace. So dining room.
I like the flow from the living room into the dining room.
And the hardwood floors are great.
Yeah, I mean, it's all kind of very boring. Like, I wish it was a little bit warmer.
It is lacking a little bit of character, but you know, some character could be added, I'm sure. This part too, I really like.
Oh, this is a nice sized deck.
My one issue is it's a little bit of a small yard.
Completely fenced in though, which is nice.
Okay,
Man, it
it's
is cold.
All right. I really like this kitchen.
Really?
Yeah, it's nice separated from the other rooms.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan. The cabinets are pretty generic. They're just middle of the road oak.
I like that it's a little outdated. Generally, I would like white cupboards in my kitchen, a granite countertop, but those things are easily replaceable, and this home is priced under budget. All right, so full bath right here.
Okay. The floors are nice.
Yeah, I like the floors.
This is old.
I don't mind this bathroom. It's a full bathroom for the kids. We could easily update the countertop and obviously the tub. That tub is way too small.
I definitely see quite a few updates I think that would need to be done in this bathroom.
Bedroom, it's a little
Okay.
small.
They see another bedroom on the way to the master.
Hardwood floors are great.
Yeah, the floors are nice.
All right, master bath.
What do we got?
Well, it's sort of updated.
Doesn't have a tub for
I
you,
know. I really wanted a tub. I mean, that's the whole point of having a master bath. And there's no way to add a tub in here. I'd have to use the other tub.
That wouldn't work for you?
That would not work for me. That would have to be redone.
Next, they head downstairs to the lower level.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 total stairs.
Okay, but that's only 2 over your maximum, so it's...
Just giving you the totals.
So, gas? Well, yeah, it's a gas fireplace. Awesome.
I like the fireplace.
Would this work for your hobbit hole?
Really? This would be huge. This is way more room than I need.
Okay, bathroom.
That's nice to have a bathroom by the living room.
There's a shower, so there's only 1 tub in the house. But nice Jack and Jill, because when you go through it, there's a bedroom on the other side. It's a little small. I don't know that this would work well other than maybe a guest room. Another bedroom here.
This is a nice room.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
big.
this would be perfect for my hobbit hole. This could be my own little sanctuary.
Kind of negates that being the guest room then, because if we have guests over and you're in here screaming at a football game,
Well,
that doesn't make a lot of sense.
I wouldn't be screaming at night while they're trying to sleep.
I really like this house.
There are some things I like about it as well. I mean, it's definitely not my style, and it has 14 stairs,
The thing that I don't like is that I would have to use the kids' bathroom for my tub.
but it does have enough room for me to have a hobbit hole and then for us still to have a guest bedroom. But I do not like the entryway in this home. You walk in and all of a sudden it's like, welcome to my set of stairs.
Let's talk about the 1987 contemporary multi-level home.
Listed at $275,000, plenty over my budget.
It is, but it was also the largest home.
There's stairs going up, stairs going down even further.
Sure, but they're separated out. The master bathroom, that tub is really not workable, and the biggest project for me would be the kitchen,
This house is at the very top of your budget and you want to redo the kitchen and bathrooms?
which is my issue with this house. The kitchen was already fully finished, and it's just not the style that I want.
But the hobbit hole in the basement is huge, and it also had a very huge yard.
What do you think about the 1922 bungalow style home?
That was listed at $229,900,
Yep.
and that price was fantastic. I really enjoyed the rich woods in there.
The home is beautiful, and it had an outdated kitchen, so I can make it the way I want, but there's only 3 bedrooms. And how much would you love to have me complain about having to share a bathroom again?
Wow, that sounds so familiar. And it did have quite a few stairs.
I will say one thing I really did like about this house is that it's around the corner from my sister's house.
I wouldn't say that's on my highlight list.
Well, it'd be great for the kids to grow up near their cousins. Okay, so that is the contemporary split foyer home.
Listed for $249,900. It did have a lot of space. It had 5 bedrooms. It
Did have 3 bathrooms, so I got my own private bathroom, but there's no room to put a bathtub in that bath.
I do absolutely detest the fact that you walk into a set of stairs.
But I really love the kitchen. There's plenty of space and opportunities to do some renovation.
Unfortunately, that bungalow doesn't have enough space.
I do have to say that while I liked the contemporary split-level home, the multi-level home does offer more opportunities for us to expand, and there are 3 full bathrooms.
And when you walk in, it's at least more inviting. I just wish the price was a little bit better.
Okay, let me get to work.
All right.
Can you help me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we bought a house. We bought a big house.
Yeah. You hold that picture in place so it doesn't move, okay? The house was listed for $275,000, and we were able to get the home for $267,500.
A little bit more than I wanted to spend, but
Still a good value. I'm gonna eat this. All right.
You spread the sauce around.
The kitchen is updated. It's beautiful, and I'm, nothing against the style of it, but the black granite looks really nice. It is a pain to clean. That is driving me a little insane. I don't know that I want to do a major renovation, but if I happen to, stumble upon a really beautiful piece of granite, I can't say I wouldn't be too upset if we had to take out what's here and maybe put something else in.